Clear skies on a Saturday afternoon in the Midwest, only fitting to have some softball underway as we head into the third week of April. We welcome you to Hard Conference Softball from Fayette, Missouri, where the William Penn Statesmen pay a visit to the ninth-ranked team in the land, the Central Methodist Eagles. Hello, everyone. Great to have you alongside. That's Jonathan Hamilton. I'm Esteban Velez. And Jonathan, right now, CMU, they're riding a high. They've won 10 out of their last 11 games, and they're ranked number 9th in the lane. I think they know what they're doing.
Absolutely, Esteban. I agree with you. They're hitting the ball very, very well. A batting average of somewhere in 350, 360 area. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that. They've been hitting the ball so efficiently and scoring just a myriad of runs.
Meanwhile, William Penn on the other side, they come into Fayette trying to get their first win at Cox Softball Stadium in over a decade. That's unheard of.
Absolutely. You know, it's been a long time, but anything can happen on any day here. So the Eagles should not take them lightly.
Glad you're with us. We're in for a treat here from Fayette. Starting lineups, national anthems when we come back.
34 games, 114 at-bats. He's left the yard 3 times and driven in 22 runs.
Hammers this one into left. Rin going back, watches it. Leave the yard. 2 home runs in the inning for CMU. Casey Jolly joining the fiesta.
I mean, yeah, just once again, another shot into that left center field, almost like the exact same place where the home run from Palumbo was. I mean, my goodness. You got to feel good if you're the CMU offense right now. As you said, waited till the 4th inning last time to get going. No waiting around this time here in the 1st.
Three runs given up by Mandy Anderson, but she is just 1 out away from putting an end to this bottom of the 1st. Starts off Lauren Hill with a strike.
Lauren Hill, the designated player today, batting from the right side. 103 at-bats so far this year. She scored 26 runs. 4 home runs, 29 runs batted in.
0-2. And Hill is used to catching both games in a doubleheader. Today, like you said, she is the DP, a bit of a rare sight.
Just swinging the bat for game 2.
Makes her job easier. 0-2 pitch, chases after an off-speed pitch out in the strike zone. And that will put an end to this bottom of the 3rd. But the Eagles respond early, 3 runs. Ella Pierce, the senior out of McClelland, Iowa, by way of Underwood High School, will get us started in the top of the 2nd. Chloe Brookins, after a successful 1st inning back in the circle.
Now with some cushion with 3 runs from the Eagles here. I think as a pitcher, you like having the run support on the mound. I think it gives you a lot of confidence.
Hard hit to 3rd, pass the diving Grider and into left. A leadoff single for Pierce.
Well, that's what you want if you are a fanatic of this William Penn Statesman team. A base hit into left field. Now you're feeling, okay, we can hit the ball. Let's do it again.
First pitch swinging. Riley Reesberg, the center fielder, fouls it off. Reesberg, a .227 hitter on the year. 17 hits, only 2 of those for extra base hits as she pops this one up. Coming on in is Jolly, but falls in no man's land to throw to second, and they'll get the force out. Some miscommunication issues between Jolly and Robbins.
I guess not the end of the world. I mean, the problem is the miscommunication. That's not good, but the runner's out. You get a fielder's choice there, so no harm done.
How do you fix that issue of just miscommunicating? Not that it's been a problem for CMU throughout the season, but you never know when it might start to crack up.
I think you practice it. You go and you go to practice, you hit balls that are kind of in between two players, and you say, okay, when it's hit to this certain angle, I'm going to grab this. When it's hit to another angle, you're going to grab this. You're going to call me off. Now the center fielder has domain in the outfield. Sometimes the right fielder or the left fielder has a better angle on it. But I would just say practice it.
Smacked hard into center field. Jolly has this one. Backtracking for out number 2.
No doubt on that one. That was Jolly's ball. But, to finish my point, I think you practice it and you talk with your teammates, right? Hey, I'm better to my left or I'm better to my right.
Here's Butler. She's ahead in the count 1-0. Pulls back the bunch. 2 balls, no strikes. Kaya Butler, a multi-sport athlete back in her high school day. If you want to talk about players that can do just about anything, as she drops the bunt here, Perkins, the first, over the hand of Garland.
Yeah. Errant throw there from Perkins, and if you're William Penn, you have to take advantage of that. You have a runner in scoring position. You're down 3, but you have a chance to score early here. You want to make sure to try and at least get that run home from third and make CMU pay. Second error of the afternoon already for CMU.
Down the middle. Strike number 1, and now 2 runners in scoring position for the Statesman.
A little delayed steal there. Always fun to watch those happen as Kaya Butler takes second, but looks like Bailey Wren trying to just slap this ball down into play and make the CMU infield have to make a throw to first.
Takes it upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike to the left fielder.
Now, I'll ask you a question, Esteban. Does that distract you as a pitcher to have Wren run up in the batter's box?
I feel like it has to at some point. Down the middle, but Perkins, or check that, Wren doesn't get the best swing on it, and Perkins escapes out of trouble. 2 runners left in scoring position for the Statesman. Bottom half of the second when we come up. Three nothing lead in the bottom of the second. We welcome you back to Fayette, Missouri, Cox Softball Complex. Esteban Velez, Jonathan Hamilton with you today. Here's Rachel Brandt leading off the home second, after the Eagles put a 3 spot in the opening frame. Brandt, just a freshman out of Tigard, Oregon, fouls the second pitch off. .357 batting average in your first year at the collegiate level. She's got to be pretty happy with that.
I wouldn't complain.
Skies this one into right. Smith calling for it, but wasn't able to get there in time. Brand looking to go to second, head for a slide. She's in there.
And sun must be a big issue for this second game of this doubleheader. We didn't really see anything like this in game one, but it seems like in that right field general area that it's tough for these players to see the ball in the air.
You would think maybe a sun issue, but it hasn't really changed from game one to game two.
I don't know. That's my guess to see it now twice.
Carly Robbins, the right fielder, up at the plate. Takes the 1-0, now low and outside, 2-0.
Well, did not see her in the first game.
Up the middle, makes its way into center field. Riceburg will have to hurry. She gets it in on time. And sliding into second is Robbins.
Sensational base running there. I mean, just the throw home and then saying, hey, I'm going to go and take second. Love when that happens. Love alert base running. It can change a game for you as a team.
That puts 2 runners in scoring position for Daly Garland, the 9-hole hitter for the Eagles. Looks at a strike number 1.
Garland listed as an infielder playing second base in this game.
It's a good situation right now for CMU. 9-hole hitter at the plate, lineable turnaround, 2 in scoring position, no one away, and then on top of that, they have already a 3-0 lead.
You just have to take advantage of the runners in scoring position here. Already 6 hits. Did not have, I think they had 4 game one.
Here's the 0-2, a little bit too low. Neither team has really had an opportunity to hit too much with runners in scoring position, even going back to game 1. Base runners today have been hard to come by. Hammered into center, backtracking was Riesberg. Didn't quite measure it correctly. 1 run comes in to score. Here's the second one of Robbins. And CMU extends their lead to make it 5-0 Eagles.
Well, the threat of the floodgates being opened is here, Esteban. I guess Riesberg maybe in the sun again, maybe just didn't time it correctly. I don't know, but 2 runs come in here for the Eagles, and the number 9 hitter is standing at second base with the leadoff batter in the box now.
Jolie Kreider 0 for 1. Struck out in her first AB. Elevates this one into right. Smith kind of battling the sun. Has it in her glove for the first out.
Almost kind of bobbled it there as well. It must be tough to track that ball into the glove at this point. But nice job by her to fight off the sun and make the catch to get a big first out.
Well, it'll get a bit tougher for Maddie Anderson. In the circle, she'll have to face Elizabeth Palumbo. She's 1 for 1. As a homer today, that came back in game 1. Leads his team with 10 bombs on the season.
And 41 RBIs. Most consistent run producer on this team in the 2-hole spot.
Eyes the 1-0. Even counts. 1-1 pitch. Palumbo thought about chasing. Held back. It's so tempting to go after those off-speed pitches, especially when they have that late break. They seem so beautiful at the beginning, and then you're like, not quite.
Oh, yeah, it can be a tough pitch to lay off. Ooh, good miss there. So now a good count here for Palumbo. This is very, very dangerous here for Maddie Anderson on the bump. 3-1 count, 1 out, runner in scoring position. A girl that's homered in her last at bat. She's got to execute here.
Takes this one to short, gets past the diving Pierce. One more run comes in to score. Palumbo at second safely. And it's a double for the junior.
Yeah, that's what I warned of, Esteban. 3-1 count. Anderson gives her a good pitch to hit Palumbo. 42nd RBI of the year. It's 6-0. The Eagles are feeling it here in Game 2.
William Penn will head to their bullpen. Head coach Laura North making a change in the circle. We will tell you all about the new thrower when we come back. Maddie Roberts will be the first to face Emily Bryant in the circle. She pitched game 1 towards the back end of that game, and now a little bit earlier here in this second inning.
Yeah, inning of work, 2 strikeouts. Pitched pretty well. I mean, she didn't surrender any runs, so she'll come back in here for another relief appearance. Tough day, unfortunately, on the mound for Maddie Anderson. But those days happen.
Home plate umpire, making sure everything's in order with head coach Pat Reardon for CMU. 33rd season for Reardon at the helm. Reached 1,000 career victories earlier on this campaign. A 12-time Hard Conference Coach of the Year. It's fair to say he knows what he's talking about. And when you have a team that's number 9th in the lane, I think that shows.
33 years at the helm. I think they like what they see from him here at Central Methodist University. So I think the job security, pretty good.
4 trips to the NAIA World Series, including one last season, 2024. Knows what it takes to play with the best of the best. So here's Roberts. She's 1 for 1. Madison Roberts, a Hart honorable mention all conference honoree her freshman year. Slaps this one to the left, but it goes foul. Third season with CMU Madison out of Elkhart, Illinois. Takes the 1-0 and rips it into left. Carries just a little bit too much. And Bailey Wren makes the catch. 2 away.
I mean, even with that, Esteban, they're just still making hard contact with everything. I mean, the bats are just so much more alive in this game.
That's one of those at-bats where you're not really mad.
Not much you can do. You're frustrated because you're like, hey, I hit the heck out of that, but not much you can do.
What's better, a hard hit liner for an out or a blooper of a single?
Blooper for single. It's a hit.
You feel better as a player with that one?
Yeah. Is it a hit or not a hit? That's what matters, right? Are you getting on base or are you not getting on base? What matters is you get on base. Doesn't matter how hard you hit it. You still feel good. You can feel good after hitting the line drive, but you'd rather have the bloop single.
Maddie Holly, she's 1 for 1, fouls this one away. 0-2. Holly taking care of the catching duties in game 2. Lauren Hill usually in the backstop. She is the designated player. Here's the 0-2 count, 2 away. Doesn't clip any part of the strike zone.
Good miss from Bryant there. Tried to warrant that swing and miss in the low part of the zone, or if it does make contact, a ground ball in all likelihood.
I was hearing someone talk about this the other day. There are good misses, and that was one of them. This one softly rolled to shorts. Pierce will throw to first, has to hurry, and she does. 3 more runs come across for CMU in the bottom of the second. It's a 6-0 lead for the hosts. Top of the third, 6-0 CMU. Logan Perkins back in the circle. Here is Layla Smith facing her for the second time today. She's 0 for 1. Game 2 of our doubleheader here in Fayette. Esteban Velas, Jonathan Hamilton with you. A much different second go around than what we saw in the first game, at least in these first 2 innings on the offensive side of things.
Yeah, I mean, 3 runs each for the Eagles in the first 2 innings of the game. They didn't score till the 4th inning in game 1, so tale of 2 games.
1-1 to Smith. Lays off. 2 balls, 1 strike. Smith back in her high school days at Olympia High School. A first-team all-league performer as well as the team MVP her senior season. Posted the team's best batting average, on-base percentage, home run number, RBI, slugging percentage, and doubles.
Yeah, that's okay.
No biggie. I think it's fair to say she might be a legend around there.
Just a little bit.
I bet she can go back right now, step foot on campus. Former teammates that are still there are going to be like, oh my gosh, she's back. That is her. She draws a walk here to open up the third. First free pass allowed by Chloe Perkins.
I'll never have to pay for anything ever again on that William Penn campus up there in Iowa.
That will pave the way for Layla Petz. First pitch hacking and almost got a piece of her assistant at first, Katie Krogan. You won't get extra playing time if you're doing that to your own coach.
No. Not getting in good there with coach.
Next game comes up. Coach, why am I not starting? Well, you remember that at bat? You almost poked me?
You should know why you're not in the lineup.
Yeah. One and one, they count on the senior from Pleasant Hills, Iowa. A little bouncer to short. Roberts looking for the double play. They'll get the force at second, the relay at first. A tad bit too late. One retired. That is the closest we've been to seeing a double play today.
Still wasn't super, super close either. I mean, she was on the base by the time the ball was in the glove of the first baseman, Palumbo. Just hard to do.
One and one. Huff to center. It gets down for a single. Throw to second too late to get the force out, and William Penn with two runners aboard.
Well, almost a fielder's choice there as the ball was ripped into center. Jolly got it in almost in time to get the runner at second base, but that will not be the case as Pellets gets in there.
Here's Tori Smith, the sophomore, fouls the first pitch back. Of course, her and Lila, who we were just talking about, twin sisters. Even their batting average is almost identical. 385 for Lila, 353 for Tori at the plate.
Well, they do share DNA. They have the exact same DNA. So, I guess that's something.
Takes a 2-2, elevates it into center. Jolly will go back in front of the warning track. She's got it for out number 2.
That's what I like to call a loud out there. Good swing there from Smith, but not quite enough to carry it on out of here to make this a 3-run game. Or I'll do my math skills that apparently I have, Esteban. That would cut the lead in half.
There it is. I've been waiting for those to blossom today.
They're in full bloom.
First pitch swinging into right is Layla Peltz, and that will put an end to the inning. Still scoreless, William Penn trying to get on the board, but the Eagles bats looking to continue in the bottom half of this third. Middle of the order due up for CMU. 5, 6, and 7, Casey Jolly, Lauren Hill, and Rachel Brandt. all set to face Emily Bryant for the first time in game two. Bryant, of course, saw the Eagles hitters a little bit, almost one full inning of work in game one. Does she have to change anything? Her mechanics, her approach, her mentality in the circle? As this one is lined back through the middle, and Casey Jolly on board with a single. She's 2 for 2.
I mean, it's a different situation, so I think you have to take it situation by situation on what you're going to do. But I think your mechanics, you practice them for a reason, and if you have a repertoire, you got to stick with it.
I've always heard of never really changing your mechanics. They're there for a reason, kind of what you alluded to. This one hit hard into left center field, hits against the wall. It's extra bases for Lauren Hill, the designated player, and 2 runners in scoring position for CMU in the bottom of the third.
Well, I thought that was out, Esteban, in the air. That ball had carry. It just hits off the wall in the air. But, my goodness, we could have seen home run number 3 in this game. And, boy, good bats here from the Eagles. 11 hits now already in this one.
A long double for Hill. Here's Rachel Brand. Swings to the first pitch to short. The throw will go to first by Pierce. And they will trade a run for an out as Hill will advance 60 feet to third. 7-0 CMU.
We're starting to get close to maybe that mercy rule number, Esteban. What is it, 10 after 5 if I'm not mistaken? Or
8 after 5.
8 after 5. Oh, wow.
Closer than you think, huh?
I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought it was 10. It's 8. Okay. Well.
One more run, and that run is at third right now.
Yeah. And 1 out.
Carly Robbins takes a look at a called strike. The right fielder didn't see any playing time in the first game. She's 1 for 1 in this second go-around. Hits it hard into short. Great scoop by Pierce. She's retired the first 2 batters.
Now, Esteban, you're down 7-0 there. Ground ball to short. Pretty hard hit. Runner from third. Theoretical question. Do you try to get the out at home? Or do you go for the sure out and trade the run?
The way they were playing, not being in, you have to go for the out at first. And it's a good thing they weren't playing in because that ball was smoked.
You just wonder if you try to get it below that threshold, at least take a risk. You're already down 7. Do you take a chance? That's just devil's advocate here. But
Garland, even counted 1. Two RBIs on the afternoon so far for Garland. The second baseman, a chopper to third. Butler handles it and throws to first with no complications. 2 more runs come across for CMU. Through 3, it's an 8-0 lead. 3 innings in the books. We head to the top of the fourth. Glad you're joining us, Esteban Velez, Jonathan Hamilton. As Riley Riceberry pops this one up. Could be trouble, but a great play by the shortstop, Maddie Roberts. She's got it for out number 1.
Little basket catch there by Roberts at shortstop.
That's a tough play to make. You have your back against the wall, you're backtracking. It's difficult. Now we're starting to see William Penn a little bit more aggressive in this 4th inning, and they have to be.
Yeah, you got to do something at this point. I mean, you're in the danger zone, as I said during the break, and you don't score anything for the next 2 innings. You're going home, only playing 5 innings.
Misses wide. Jessica Lathrop is 0 for 1. Sends this one up the middle, gets through into center. A 1-out single for Lathrop. Three hits this afternoon given up by Chloe Perkins. In just over 3 innings of work this one. The bunt dropped down. Palumbo to first. And some complications by Garland, who was covering the bag.
Oh.
They're calling the runner out for interference.
I mean, doesn't she have a right to the base path?
Well, and that is exactly what Laura North is going to talk with the home plate umpire about.
Well, I got to be honest. I disagree with that call.
It didn't seem like she was out of the base path.
She has a right to the base path. The fielder has to make the throw. That's their responsibility. I disagree with that call.
Because the point of discussion is, where is she supposed to run?
Yeah, I'm perplexed by that call. I have to be completely honest with you.
So are the statesmen. Won't get that one overturned, and it's 2 outs in the top of the 4th.
Boy, that's kind of demoralizing too. You're starting to get some runners on, and you think that you're gonna have 2 runners on with 1 out, and now 2 outs and only 1 runner on. I mean, that's got to be.
And the base runner's back at first too.
Yeah, I got to be. I do not understand that call. I really don't.
Shuri pops this one out of play and foul. If you're Chloe Perkins, you are thankful right now.
Well, Emily Bryant up at the plate here, hoping to help herself out.
The 1-2 pops it up into left field, and Brandt is under it for the final out. Could have been a huge inning for William Penn. We'll never know. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the fourth, 8-0 lead for the hosts. Here's Shirley Kreider up to bat. She's 0 for 2. Emily Bryan back in the circle, came in relief early on in this game. So far, an inning and 2/3 pitch, 2 earned runs given up.
He's got to keep it at bay here.
The 0-1 gets fouled into the Statesman dugout. Wow, that was perfectly placed inside there. Lower North, the head coach didn't even flinch.
She's been there before. She knows what she's doing.
0-2 to Kreider. Swung on and miss. It's the off-speed pitch for Emily Bryan, who gives her first strikeout.
Yeah, nice off speed there. Gets the quick out. Just got to hold the Eagles at where they're at, and then they got to hope that they can score at least one run in that top of the fifth.
Elizabeth Palumbo has been a tough cookie.
Force to be reckoned with.
Oh, yeah. 2 for 2, a home run, 2 RBIs. Up the middle, playable. There is Lathrop throws to first, but too late. Third hit of the afternoon for Palumbo.
Why not make it 3? Is there anyone in the world that can get Palumbo out at this point? I don't think so.
Pat Reardon, the head coach for the Eagles, will send in a pinch runner. Kayla Richardson will take over the base running duties at first for Palumbo. Eagles have only tried stealing once in both games today so far. That didn't go their way. Madison Roberts thought about bunting. Pulled it back.
Well, as we've talked about, they haven't really needed to. They've used their bats, and they've been able to figure it out.
Roberts, a 1-for-2 hitter, lines it to short. Pierce throws back to first. Can't get the double play. She held on to that ball. 2 outs. I like the decision to not necessarily throw back to first base.
Oh, yeah. I mean, not even close. I mean, she was way too close to the bag, was Palumbo at first. You make that throw, and it's errant. You know, she advances, and the threat for more scoring. Not Palumbo, excuse me. But Kayla Richardson at first. But, yeah, I definitely agree.
So get another chance. Hopper, a bit more complicated, and there she does make the mistake on the throw to first. Richardson will advance to third, and now runners at the corners with 2 away.
That's always a worry. I mean, a tough play there at shortstop for Pierce, but now runners on the corners here, and the Eagles looking to score even more.
Chelsea Glebo, the courtesy runner at first. Casey Jolly has had a great afternoon, 2 for 2, 2 RBIs in this second game. Chance to get at least 3 ribbies. 9th run of the game, just 60 feet away. She's ahead in the count.
Well, the Eagles with a chance here to put this game even more out of reach.
Takes a 1-0, hits it left side. 1-1. Central Methodist right now, ranked number 9 in NAIA, 28-6 overall, 12-2 in a hard play. Looking ahead for them tomorrow, they'll be facing the number 1 team in the standings of Grandview University. CMU currently at second, 1 game splitting those two opponents. Off speed, gets turned on into right, keeps carrying and out of the reach of Smith. One more run comes in to score, make that 2, and it's a sliding triple for Casey Jolly. 3 for 3 in the afternoon, 4 RBIs. She's having fun today.
Yeah, and I mean, that ball had a chance down that right field line, but it stays in, and a tough play out there for Smith, Torrey Smith, that is. And the Eagles on fire in game 2.
10-0 CMU. Lauren Hill already with the base hit herself. She's at the plate. Does have a strikeout. It's rare to see triples in softball.
Yeah. It's rare to see triples in baseball, too.
That's so true.
How often do you see them? Like, once every few games? I mean, for a triple to happen, everything has to go right, and it's usually an outfielder misreading a ball. It is way easier to hit a home run. That's why cycles don't happen a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm. What about inside the park homers? That's even more rare.
Yeah. It's basically triple, but even more.
Right. The 1-2 to Lauren Hill in the gap. And the inning will continue for CMU. 11-0 lead. Hill has her second double of the afternoon.
I mean, boy, you have to feel for the Statesmen. Just nothing going their way here. They've given up 3 runs in every inning except for the third. Just not their day. But very much the day for the Eagles. And they're wearing that number 9 proudly now.
This is kind of the moment where you start to see both coaches make a couple substitutions, and that's what we've seen so far, especially in the pinch runners for CMU. It's double-digit ball game, 11-0. Give everyone a chance to hit or at least do some base running.
Yeah.
Ainsley Feller at the plate, one of those pinch hitters, getting her first step out of the afternoon. And sees her first strike. Feller, a freshman out of Blue Springs, Missouri. Eyes the 2-1, count even. I've got some unfortunate news for you.
What's that?
She's not a lefty.
It's just, everyone can't be perfect, I guess.
That's a great way to put it. 2-2. Hit hard into right. Smith does handle this one safely in her glove to put an end to the bottom of the 4th. Well, the hitting spectacular continues for CMU. 3 more runs in this 4th inning, 11-0 lead for the hosts. Back to the top of the lineup for William Penn. It's Layla Smith, who will need to get something going along with her teammates for the Statesmen. Right now, down by 11, 3 outs away of falling to a mercy rule loss on the road. Hits this one hard into left. It'll bounce in front of Rachel Brandt. That's a good start.
Yeah, that does get them going. 4 runs to go here for William Penn to stay alive in this game.
Who's counting, am I right?
I'm actually counting.
Oh.
I think head coach Laura North is probably counting for her Statesman.
Line drive to second, not handled by Garland. Will roll all the way to right.
That's a good start. I mean, now you have 2 runners on, nobody out. Okay, Statesman, we'll see what you can do here.
Smith at second, Peltz at first. Here is Chelsea Huff at the plate, but the Eagles will go ahead and make a pitching change themselves. The first of the afternoon, going back to even game 1. That'll end the day for Chloe Perkins. New thrower on the mound for the Eagles. We'll tell you all you need to know when we come back. Cassidy Brandt will take over the circle for CMU. So coming to top of the 5th. Runners at second and first. No one away. First pitch to Chelsea Huff. Misses outside. Huff, of course, pitch game 1 herself. Was throwing an absolute gem until the 4th inning came around. Eagles got their bats woken up. One and one to count. The Statesmen trying to stay out of mercy rule territory. There's a swing and a miss. I think Brent would love nothing more than facing her first batter and getting the K. That'll have to wait.
Brent this year, 29 and 1 innings pitched, 46 hits allowed, 20 runs, 15 of those earned, 9 walks, 8 strikeouts.
Hits a first. Palumbo is there to throw to second. Safe.
Close, and I think Maddie Roberts thought she had the runner at second base. The throw, of course, from Elizabeth Palumbo, but not in time. 1 out.
Now that's the closest we've been to a double play today.
Yes, a non-traditional double play, and at that.
Swing and a miss by Smith. Palumbo played that one perfectly. Didn't really have to move. Was hit right at her, but she knew exactly where she was going to make the throw right after. Here's the bounce to the third. Will this be the first double play of the game? Oh, yes. What a way to get it. The Eagles claim an 11-0 victory. Mercy rule, that is. Through 4.5. Wow.
I mean, we've been talking about it all game. Are we going to see a double play? Are we going to see a double play? What a way to end it. A double play and a mercy victory for the Central Methodist Eagles. They take care of business, winning both games today, and they have that number 9 next to them for a reason. Dominant play for these guys.
11-0 win for CMU. A couple of home runs really got them off to a phenomenal start in the first inning, putting a 3 spot followed by 3 more in the second. And after that, just incognito mode for these Eagles. Elizabeth Palumbo had a home run herself. That came in the first inning. She had quite the game, going 3 for 3. Casey Jolly has something to say about that as well. 3 for 3 performance for the junior. Tomorrow, CMU will be looking to do some more of the same. First thing, facing Grandview. First team in the hard conference standings at the moment. CMU and them separated by a game at second and first apiece. So I'm glad you guys are with us. For everyone at Central Methodist University, Jonathan Hamilton, I'm Esteban Velas. We'll see you here tomorrow. Should be a good one.